wrote this for you. I don't want you to hurt, so I'll give you this hope.
Hello everyone, welcome to Freedom Friday, where you learn how to free yourself and finally live your dreams. I give you these little tips and tricks every week, and today I'm going to give you some tips to finally learn how to develop a loving relationship with yourself. I, among many people, have gone through ending a relationship, and right now I'm at the end of a relationship, a romantic relationship with a man, and this is the part where I act like I'm an expert on breakups because I have a lot of them. But this is the part where I really like to focus on myself. And it's really, I think that when a relationship ends, it's a calling for the universe is really just telling you it's time to kind of have a relationship with yourself right now. And you can either cry your little eyes out about how lonely you are, or you can start to develop a loving relationship with yourself. So, I started doing this last night, and I'm going to continue to do it every day that I remember to do it. Some days, you know, I'll forgive myself if I miss a day or two, but I'm really trying to focus on giving my attention that I deserve to myself. So, you guys know all about the gratitude journals. If you don't know, some of the first videos I ever put up were about gratitude journals. And if you want to live an abundant life, you really got to have a gratitude journal. And the importance of gratitude. And just giving thanks all day long about everything. You get a good parking spot. Thank you. You know, today I was looking for a spoon. I found a spoon and I said, thank you for the spoon. I made it a point to give thanks. And just being in that state of gratitude really creates abundance. So, what I started to do is at the end of the day, when you're writing your 5 things that you're grateful for, at least 5 things that you're grateful for, what I started to do was list 5 things to thank myself for. This is a big one also. This idea came to me because I'm a perfectionist, and what us perfectionists do, or should I call myself a recovering perfectionist, because I am a perfectionist in recovery, what we tend to do is always be on to the next thing. You know, I'm kind of that overachiever, and we never congratulate ourselves. We never stop and say, give ourselves a little pat on the back. So by having this gratitude journal and giving myself thanks every day and giving myself 5 things to recognize myself for, it really causes me to just stop and congratulate myself and to begin to develop that loving relationship with myself. And then I don't need outside validation. I don't need somebody on Facebook messaging me and telling me how wonderful my messages or my products or anything. I don't need that because I can say that to myself. So I want to give you just a couple ideas. I think that it's really important if you're going to start off doing this. I started doing and I thought I was only going to get 3 out of me, and I think I got 6. I did 6 things last night. So if you can only write 1 thing, if you're one of those people that just really beat yourself up and you can only write 1 thing, then so be it. But try to get at least 3 and then just kind of work your way up. Now there's a few different ways you can do this. I did this in list form, so just 1. Thank you for yada yada yada. 2, thank you for yada yada yada. What I'm going to try tomorrow, and I think from now on, is doing this in letter form. So each night I'm kind of writing myself a little love letter. And I want you to write really nice language. So if you were saying thank you to someone else, if you were saying thank you to your child, how would you approach your child? And, you know, I think of when I tell my daughter, if she makes a right decision without me telling her, or without any guidance, and she does it on her own, I'll say, you know, I'm really proud of you for doing that. And I use this very loving language. So think of how you would approach your own child. So one of the first things I did was, thank you, sweet Darienne, for going to the studio and kicking butt. Because yesterday I went to the studio and recorded music while feeding your bliss. Number 2, I wrote, thank you for taking the time out for yourself to do some bedtime yoga and feed your body. Thank you for cleaning the energy from your bedroom. I did an energy cleaning the other day, so you could enjoy a clean and beautiful space. Thank you for taking desperate measures to finally cleanse yourself of all the negativity keeping you from your greatness. And I'm just recognizing myself for what I'm doing. And I think tonight what I'm going to start doing, like I said, is in letter form, and just saying, gosh, I'm so proud of you. And thank you so much. I'm going to start using language like that as if I'm speaking to my child. I ended it with, thank you for taking the time to acknowledge yourself right now. Because just taking the time to write something that to yourself that you're grateful for is an act of love towards yourself. And you have to recognize that in and of itself. So even if you can't think of anything, you get all these blocks, you can write, thank you for trying to take this time out to recognize myself. And then I ended it with, I love you. I think that's extremely important. I want you to end it with, I love you. That is in order. No, that's part of your assignment, though. I really think that whether you believe that or not, I think that it's really important for you to end it with an I love you. End every single night with telling yourself that you love you. If you have resistance to that, if you have resistance to any of this, I will put a link, if you have not watched my video on the 3-step clearing techniques. And I forget what the name of the video is, but there's a 3-step clearing technique that you use for any of those little mental blocks that come in and say, who do you think you are? Oh, there's nothing that you did today, yada, 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 a bunch of bull crap. It's not you. Those thoughts are not you. Those thoughts are just conditioning. They're little streams of thought that you picked up along the way, and you don't have to believe them. And when you stop believing them, eventually you'll start to invite in new thoughts. So choose your thoughts. You really have that choice. Choose your thoughts. And you may not believe that now, but when you start to do that 3-step clearing technique, I do it all the time. I am still just as much, this is something I just started yesterday. I'm still a student just with you, just right along with you. And any tips that I get, I just want to share with you. So we are both learning and teaching at the same time here. So I want you to congratulate yourself. Give yourself the gratitude that you deserve today. And do that along with your gratitude to the universe or God or your source or whatever you give your gratitude to. Do that right along with, because it just expands you. You start from the inside out and then you expand out. You connect to the universe and you realize eventually in all this teaching, you realize that there is no difference. There is no difference between you and your inner self and your outer world. There it is, guys. I really want to know how this is going for you. Please, please comment below and join the inspiration conversation. If you want to comment on social media about it, if you want to tell your friends about it, spread the self-love. And I now am giving away a free gift of the my very own Expanding Love meditation. So if you haven't signed up for Freedom Friday, go to DariaWaken.com, or if you're watching this on YouTube, below this video there's a link. Click it, and you will get a free download. Well, no, it won't be a download. Free streaming of Expanding Love. Free access to my 20-minute meditation, and it will teach you how to expand your love and really connect to the universe. So there you go. I'll see you guys next week.